What's going on, baby boys, baby girls, ladies and gents? Welcome back. Glad you made it. It's another social production. We're doing an outdoor sesh today. It's on July the 15th, 2022, here on the streets of Toronto, kicking it with your boy. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's safe and sound wherever you are. Not gonna lie to you, fam. I ripped my butthole yesterday. Taking a deuce. Happens to the best of us, you know. Don't panic. You know, if you're like me, you'll panic a little bit. You'll get on the internets, you'll get on the Googles, you'll start going on WebMD, checking things out, asking questions. Next thing you know, you're sticking a camera up your butt, showing it to some guy, and he's going, oh yeah, deeper, further in. And you're like, are you sure this is all right? Goes on about half an hour, you know, and you're like, man, what's going on back there? And he'll eventually tell you it's okay, you can take it out, and you'll be left with no answers. Will you feel any better? Debatable, but that's what you get when you resort to Dr. Google instead of going and get a proper visit. But you know, this isn't our first rodeo. This is not the first time that this has happened. It happens to the best of us. It happens when you don't have enough fiber or fruits in your diet. So that's what I'm doing now. I'll do that apple a day keeps the doctor away sort of thing. You know, I've been on that for some time, which is nice. Not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna just get up and go to the doctor every second an orifice starts to bleed a little bit, you know what I mean? Because we bleed out here, baby. We bleed out here. We keep it tight. That's what it happens. We keep it tight. And that's all right. It happens to the best of us. It did happen a long time ago. I did go to the doctor, and you know, everything's all right. It happens to the best of us. It doesn't happen too often. Let's move on. But that's what I'm saying, man. Don't panic if it does happen. Wherever you are, whether you're in Toronto, whether you're in Ontario, Vancouver, Halifax, Nova Scotia, Quebec, Montreal, in the Yukons, Northwest Territories, wherever you are in America, South America, Central America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Antarctica, South Pole, North Pole, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Australia, shout out to you and thank you for joining me. If you're a long-time listener and viewer of the show, thank you very much. You know what it is. If you're just joining us today, you're like, what is happening? We're doing an outdoor session. A lot of things can happen because we're here with the good old people of the city. Anything can happen at any moment. It's early in the day. Pre-noon right now. It's that pre-noon time, so anything can happen. People have a lot of energy. People are walking about. They might be heading to work. They might be finishing a night shift, coming back from work. It might even seem like they're not even working, but they're working. You take my word for it, they're working hard. That's what I'm saying, baby. That's what I'm saying. A lot of things to talk about. Fun little stuff that I've been thinking about. And I'll share it with you guys, because that's what we do. If you're like, what do you do around here? We tackle everything, from the silly to the serious, back to the silliness. Today's mostly going to be fun and games. It's mostly going to be fun and games, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be random. It's going to be fast. It's going to be slow at times. You'll be like, where's it going? It's many of places. I've been thinking, ladies and gentlemen, if you had to choose, we're going hardwood flooring versus carpet. Hardwood flooring versus carpet, ladies and gentlemen. We need to draw a line. We need to decide what is what. If you had your preference, if you had your way. I'm just gonna interrupt myself for a second. This is what happens when you step onto the streets. There's a Lexus driving with the entire right side panel dented, dude. It's that dented Lexus. That's what that was. And you know, happens to the best of us. Be careful out there. But I want to talk about, I don't want us to get distracted. That's not what we're here for. We're here to focus and have a wonderful time. But before we get into it, let's loosen up a little bit, shall we? Let's loosen up a little bit. I want everybody to go ahead and stretch your hamstrings nice and tight. Pull those hamstrings nice and tight. Sweet, we're all warmed up now. All warmed up after the great stretches that we just did. Our hamstrings are ripe. Doing the best we can. Moving forward. But I want to talk about hardwood flooring versus carpets, dog. Ladies, gentlemen, what's better? Let's start with the old hardwood flooring. You know, what does it do? What's the purpose of having your house covered in hardwood? Well, let me tell you something. Hardwood is great for slipping and sliding. And again, I gotta adjust the volume as soon as the big trucks drive on by. Could they be taking the highway? Could they be taking another route? Probably. Did they have to choose the most greatest podcast in the ether and the multiverse? You're like, how great is it? It's fantastic. One of the biggest ones out there. You're like, what about the numbers? I'm telling you, the numbers don't lie. If they could talk, they'll tell you the numbers don't lie. But it's not about numbers here. If we're talking about podcasts, we're not talking about numbers here. We're talking about heart. We might not have the biggest numbers as of yet, but one of the biggest hearts out there. It's I'm pretty much 75% to 95% heart, 5% water. No big deal. So I don't concentrate too much on the numbers. But let's get to the facts. Let's get to the bottom of this. Hardwood flooring, great for slipping and sliding, is this what I was saying before that truck came by. If you want to be slipping and sliding, fella, if you want to be slipping and sliding, lady, nothing is more delightful is what I try to say, delightful than slipping and sliding on some hardwood flooring. You put a pair of socks on, you put on your short shorts, and you can slide all the way from home to work in less than half an hour. Best mode of transport voted in Sweden in 2019, I want to say. Facts, check it for yourself. You know, I've seen it happen before. I've seen ladies and fellas just slipping and sliding from hardwood to work in a jiff, in a blink of an eye. Cutting down emissions, not having to deal with traffic, and also being comfortable with their socks and just a pair of shorts. What else do you want? It's the works, basically. So there's one for hardwood. Another excellent feature of the hardwood floor, ladies and gentlemen, because these are important stuff. You're like, there's far more important stuff going on in the world, Rob. Is there? Is there, fam? You're like, well, what about the Ukraine? What about the Russia? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. What about here? What about there? What about everywhere? What about everywhere? But today we're not here for that. We're not here for that today. We're here about hardwood versus carpet. Hardwood is great if you wanna sleep at night and feel assured that you're safe and sound. You want to make sure your floors are made of hardwood. If you want that extra security, but you don't want to pay for it, you know, you want to save, and I get it, you got to save a buck or two these days. So if you want to save a buck or two, you don't want to invest in cameras, you don't want to invest in a security team, you want to keep it on the DL, you want to keep it hush hush, but you still want to feel secure about yourself. You get that hardwood flooring. Nothing wakes you up like that creak at 2 a.m. middle of the night, and you're patting yourself, patting your loved one right beside you. You wake her up, you're like, honey, it's time for you to go outside and check and see what's up, because it's easy for you to get up and go see what's outside. You hear the creaking noise, it's easy for you to go and check, but they don't want that. They're lucky you're sending your wife, dude. And some are like, man, as a man, you should step up and go check out what's causing the creaking. No, I'll down the line, I'll let my wife check the creak, because you don't want this to be checking on that creaking noise, son. You don't want none of this at 2 a.m., dude. You don't want me after midnight, dog. I'm just letting you know, you don't want none of this. I'm pretty fellas. You don't want no fella that is not your fella after midnight. So I'll let my wife handle that. Need be, I'll get involved, but it's just the way it is. And like, what about lesbians and gays? What about lesbians and gays? Send your wife, send your husband. I don't discriminate. Never have, never will. But I'm just like, whoever hears it gets to, you know, you get first dibs. You decide, flip a coin. You're like, I'd like to go and check it out myself. I'm the type that'll, you know, I'll give a little bit of, I'll delegate, baby. Pass it down, you know, share the responsibilities. Because that's the thing. I might be on the down the line. I may be out on the road. I'm going out there and like potentially training my wife or you know my girlfriend down the line for the times that I may be on the road doing the road. Because one night I might not be there and she might hear a creaking noise and she's so used to you or me. We're not fucking sharing, dude. Get it straight. What I'm saying is always be prepared. That's what I'm saying, man. It's a beautiful old car. I don't know if it's probably not getting recorded. You guys can't see. We're just actually here, and by the way, for those of you who know, you know, we're just at near Summerhill Station, Yonge and Summerhill subway station. There's a beautiful car that's parked on the other side. I don't know, you guys can't see it. It's beautiful. It's one of those like old school gangster cars, like 1920s, 30s, like old school, like, what do you call those? Hot Wheels? Roadsters? Hot Roadsters? One of the above. Not sure? Circle C, baby, all the time. Whenever you're not sure, circle C, that's always the answer. But the point that I was trying to make is that that's 2 for hardwood, by the way, so far, thus far. 2 for hardwood. What else could you do on hardwood that is a attribute that's beneficial for the entire gang? Well, the hardwood, if I may say a thing or two about hardwood, is also great for spilling drinks. Spilling drinks on hardwood has never been easier. Because hardwood is, excuse me, hardwood is that water resistant platform. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, and we're gonna get to it, but it's not, you spill a little drink, it's not gonna get absorbed to the floor. It's not gonna ruin your day. You're not gonna be, there's no point of crying over spilled milk if you've got hardwood, fam. Guess what? It's not seeping through. That's what. It's not seeping through. It's not leaving a mark. Red wine, I'll pour that. Sometimes I won't even have a drink if I'm on hardwood. I'll just pour the entire bottle right on the floor, just because I can. Just because I feel safe and secure about it. But that's just me and hardwood, dude. That's just me and hardwood. You know what I'm saying? You got a pet. You got a pet dog. You got a pet cat. You got hardwood. No need for a bowl. Just pour the milk, 3, 5%, 7% milk right on the floor, dude. They'll sip it up. You're like, that's way too much fat for a cat or a dog. I'm not a vet, dude. I'm not a vet. I'm not a dietitian. I just, I just know what works. And if you want hardwood to be that multifaceted platform, look no further. It's stable. It's flat. It will maintain liquids. Not in an orderly fashion, of course, distributed amongst the, area accordingly, depending on how much liquid you've got, but nonetheless, you'll drip it, you'll leave, you'll come back, it's still there. Most of it. A lot has to do with temperatures, where if it's hot outside, it might evaporate quicker than usual, but I'm not here to debate that. I'm just here about facts. Beautiful people in the city, moving about, doing their thing. If you could say another thing about hardwood, what would it be? What would it be? Well, hardwood is great for balls. I should probably rephrase that. Great for sports or indoor sports that incorporate a little bit of balls in it. I'm talking, let's say, day at the office, you got the hardwood flooring. You're trying to come up with a new idea, how to take it to the next level. You want to grow your company. That's what you want to do. And you got that hardwood flooring. Set up a basketball net. Set up a little basketball net. Get a little basketball. Start dribbling on the hardwood. Pass the ball around. Don't be a ball hog, Jim. Don't be a ball hog, Jim. Don't be a ball hog, Jim. Pass the ball. Next thing you know, dribble, double dribble, baby. Feint. Alley-oop, hook shot. Oh, and one. And then next thing you know, boom, new idea. Company's being elevated to new heights because you're dribbling on that hardwood. Can't do that anywhere else. You're like go outside and dribble, but that you're inside, you're a professional, you're a grown adult. Can't just be willy-nilly halfway through the day getting up and taking the entire office down a basketball court so you can come up with an idea. Time is of the essence. Get a couple of nice guys and dolls in suits, in high heels and three-piece suits, dribbling balls, dude. Swish, touchdown. There it is, baby. There it is. That's basically 4 points. 4 points, if I'm not mistaken, for hardwood. I mean, so far, hardwood's looking excellent. Let's play it because, you know, I'm not biased like that. Let's concentrate on carpet for a second because we already covered hardwood. Let's play it fair, playa. If we're gonna keep things on the level here, on the outsides, if we're gonna keep things level here on the outsides, the carpet. If I may say a thing or two about the carpet, you know I will. Now the carpet, contrary to the old hardwood flooring, Jesus, that barely came out. Brain fart, meant to say flooring. You'd have to excuse me, I walked an hour to get here. I'm sorry, my throat's a little dry. Trying to quench my thirst with this black coffee, but on a hot summer day when you walk for an hour, dark black coffee and a couple of cigs, just because you were busy deciding where to shoot, doesn't necessarily help the vocal cords, but I'm trying out here. Trying. Point is, fam. Point is, contrary to the hardwood floor, the carpet is not squeaky. It does not squeak. It does not creak. You want to feel safe and sound and not be awakened by any squeaking in the middle of the night, in the AMs. You go carpet. You go full carpet. Entire house covered in carpet. I've seen people, ladies and gentlemen, covering themselves in carpet because they don't want to hear that noise. At this, if I had options right now, I'd carpet this whole entire area. The entire neighborhood would be covered in carpet, dude. You want to go to bed and not hear a peep? You carpet up the place. I'm talking thick carpet, dude. You know what I'm saying? Somebody breaks into your home. You know what? If it happens, it happens. At least now you get to sleep through it. You're not going to be traumatized and have to wake up and then wake your wife up to have her go check it out like a man. You know? You want a little bit of peace, you want a little bit of security, you carpet it up. Also, let's play it from the other side, playa. Let's play it from the other side. Let's say you're into, I'm not advocating anything, you know, but let's say you're into the creepy crawlies. Not judging. You crack open a window, you know, you're a cat burglar. On the loose, you want to nap up a couple of cats, and you want to do it in the evening, in the PMs, in the dark of the night. You're the Dark Knight. Not really, dude, because, you know, we'll see how it turns. You can always change, but I'm not here to debate that right now. Point is, you crack open a window, all you see is hardwood, dude. If you bring along a little bit of carpet, you go out and carpet up that place. Multiple stones, couple of birds. You're hitting all the spots today. Because that way you can go out and do something nice while you're doing something a little bit more selfish. So it's not a completely selfish act. Sure, you napped up a couple of cats, you jacked a couple of jewels, but in return you carpeted up the place, and now they wake up and the entire place is carpet. Who's comfortable? Whose feet aren't getting cold in the morning? Their feet, thanks to you. So that's carpet. That's just carpeting. I'm just putting ideas out there. You guys, you do with it what you will. Man, oh man. If I could say another thing about carpets, you know I will. You know I will, fam. Carpets are great for, you know, you wanna wrestle a little bit. You wanna wrestle a little bit? You do it on the carpet, son. Daughters, cousins, distant family members, friends, future acquaintances. You wanna wrestle a little bit? You carpet up the place nice and thick, dude. Ladies, you wanna put somebody in a little triangle? You wanna try a little hexagon on somebody, dude? You try it on the carpet. Why? Because you're not risking that CTE, baby. You're gonna need them brain cells down the line somewhere. I don't know where. Somewhere. Voted best preserver of CTE and brain cells. Carpet 2018 to 2021. All around the world. Hands down. You wanna avoid CTE, carpet up, baby. Carpet up and then start wrestling. Because you don't want to get into a little squabble or a little tomfoolery without having some carpet around. And I'm talking from experience. Not really. But you know. Because you know me. You know me. If it comes down to it, if it comes down to it, I'll get down and dirty anywhere, dude. Anywhere. Here, preferably on the grass though, because that's very similar to a carpet. But I'm that type, dude. I'll go anywhere. If you wanna go, let's carpet it up and go. You know me, dude. You know, below the ankles are off limits. Above collarbone, off limits. Midsection, around the reproductive system area, both of us, off limits. That leaves, what am I talking about? I'm talking calves, shins, thighs, hamstrings, lower back is available if you can get to it, abdominals, chesticles, all the arms. You got all the arms. Let's go. Carpet it up. Let's go. That's just me. That's just me. You know, few conditions, that's just me. Because you don't want somebody breaking in your place, you don't have any carpet. Next thing you know, you guys are jiu-jitsuing it. And all of a sudden somebody falls down and breaks a hip. Or they break a leg or something, or an arm. And no decision. Now you gotta wait for another fight for, you know, now you gotta wait for another B&E. God knows how long it's gonna be till the next one. It's you know, the thing with, you know, consistency is key. You wanna be always up in there. If I could say another thing or two about carpets. Carpets, ladies and gentlemen, are great for families. You know what I'm talking about again. Hence the softness, hence the cushiness. If you're, let's say you're on that third trimester, let's say you're about to pop out a baby or two, or three, or four. Or I don't know how many eggs you're ovulating out there. Maybe you're that, you know, maybe you got that rare gene. You're ovulating 5-6 babies at a time in there. So you got 5-6 rugrats. A couple of them ankle biters run around. You want carpet. You want, because guess what? Babies are already dumb, fam. Babies are already dumb. Out of all humans, babies, the dumbest. The dumbest. No worldview, no experience. They'll go and, you know, oh, is that a sharp object? Is that a 90-degree angle? Let me go head first into it. That's just babies, man. Always. So, you know, you want to play it safe. You carpet up the place for that family. Man. Did we just save a few lives out there? Were you considering going hardwood and you're about to give birth? Stop it. Stop it, sister, mister. Hey sister from another mister. Think twice before you go hardwood if you're about to have a baby, man. I've seen babies that have failed to grow into adult babies. Happens. Why? Hardwood. It's rough out there. Don't risk it if you don't have to. What is that? 3 points for the good old carpet? I believe so. I believe so. Well, what can you say about car? Is there anything else that you can think of? You know, write a comment if you like. Make a video about it if you like, if you're into that sort of thing. But for the time being, we're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that aside and move on. It's segue time, baby. We're segueing hard. Segueing hard to the next topic. Segueing because we can't stop segueing, baby. Segue time. Next, I'd like to discuss with you a little bit, if we could, together. We're gonna talk about dreams, baby. Dreams. Everybody dreams. I had a dream. You've heard it. Dreams, ladies and gentlemen. Two categories. There are only two categories of dreams. Typical classic dry dreams, or double D's. And you're like, whoa, what are you saying? You can't have double D's in dry dreams. Sometimes you can have double D's in dry dreams. And that'll lead to, that's basically that's a D to the power of 4, which may lead to the next realm, which is the different aspect of the other dream. We got dry dreams is what I'm trying to say, and you got wet dreams. And then you got cool motorcycles right here. Hells yeah. Doing it. Man, I wish I could ride one. One day. I had an e-bike at one point way back, but that doesn't count. Like a real bike, dude. One that rumbles. The one that you can hear from miles away. The one that other townships are aware of. They're like, oh, who's coming? That a guy on his bike. He's coming. And it's loud and it's gonna be thunderous. It's gonna be exciting. You know, dreams are, it's spontaneous. You don't control, well, we'll get into that as well, but you know, for the most part, you try not to control them. If you want, we'll get into that as well, but that's a different, we'll see. Well, let's work into it. Dry dreams can happen anywhere, anyhow, anytime, any place, with anyone. Okay? Typical dream. Running through a meadow. Running through a field. There are unicorns surrounding you, butterflies, birds chirping, trucks driving by. Now you're running. You're running on a beautiful meadow. You're running on a beautiful field covered with flowers with smiley faces on them. Flowers with smiley faces on them. Flowers with smiley faces on them. I don't know if this is getting recorded or not, but flowers with smiley faces on them. You know what I'm saying? And you're seeing these all in your dream and everything's fine. And you're like, you know what? Let me go for a little run on this magical hill. And you're running and you're running and you're running and you're running. And you're like, man, a cliff. But I'm in dream world, baby. You've tapped in a little bit. You're a little bit awake. You're a little bit asleep. You're like, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off the cliff and just start flying, as I normally do in my dream state. Fly, baby. Fly, baby. Let's fly. Let's fly together is what you'll say. You'll jump and you'll take off. And now you're going through, you're time travel in the middle of the sky. And all of a sudden, up until now, it's been a dry dream, right? All of a sudden, you're no longer flying solo, you're no longer flying, riding a unicorn. You look below you and there's a hot lady, or reverse sees a hot male. Or you keep it a hot lady if you're still into, if you're a lady and you're into another lady, that's cool too. And if you're a dude that you want to, whatever you're into, you picture that beneath you. You're flying and you're riding that, whatever that is, okay? And it's all good. You're a little bit, you know, excited. You're a little bit stimulated in ways, mentally. Your body's no longer in your full control, which is, you know, how much control do you have anyway? That's the question that I like to ask. You know, all of a sudden you catch yourself riding somebody else, and you know, that goes on for several minutes or hours or days, depending. Yeah, time is so hard to grasp when you're dreaming. Doesn't matter how long it goes for, though. You end up, you know, busting one. You end up nutting. And that's fine. That's fine. You've now entered wet dreams. Wet dreams, your bed is now maybe wet, you know, and that's fine too. But the thing with, you know, the thing with the dream world is that it's tricky, like I said before. You might be having a dry dream 1 second, next thing you know, you're into some wetlands, baby. And now you fall back asleep, all happy about the WD that you just had, and you're dozing off. Meanwhile, you're a little bit awake too, but that's the thing, when you're awake, when you wake up from your state of pure sleep, when you're not remming it, you start thinking about your day, all the things that you got to do, the phone calls that you got to make, the laundry that you got to do, the tasks that you got to follow up with at work. And all of a sudden, in the midst of that, you're still, you know, you're working with a half chub now, and all the thoughts are running through your head, and you're still a little bit horny. And all of a sudden you get a picture of your mom right in your head. Where does that lead you? A Freudian nightmare, that's where. A Freudian nightmare. Did it happen to somebody out there? I'm sure. Am I gonna take responsibility for it? Heck no. Never. And those are wet dreams. Lucky you didn't bust a nut when you were picturing your mom, dude. At least it happened after. That was a close call. Get out of here, ma, is what you'll say. But it's like somebody telling you not to think about the pink elephant. All you can think about is the pink elephant. So next time you're having that WD, make sure you think about other stuff. Like anything. Like literally anything, other than, like, you know, it's all you got to do is really avoid moms or dads. Anything else is fair game. I'm just looking out for you, fam. You wanna mess your psyche up, or like, you know what, I'm progressive like that. I don't care, dude. It's a dream. It's just a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. But that's just, you know, that's just a little bit about dreams. I don't know how we got there, but we got there. Now we're here together, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Thank you so much for all the love and support. It is Friday after all. Wherever you are, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for always being a support. Thank you for always being a shoulder. Thank you for giving love, and I'm trying to do that. Give love back, right at you. You know, because that's what we are at the end of the day. What do we say? A podcast with the biggest heart and the biggest fart too. You never know. That's what that is. What a beautiful day. It's lovely to see everybody outside, men and women. You know, people you have fellas wearing pants and shirts, and then ladies wearing dresses, or also pants and shirts. Classic. These are all real people. You're like, how did you afford to get all these people to come and walk by and drive by all nonchalantly? Through a lot of money, you guys. I spent a ton of money. This may seem like a typical corner on the street, but this is actually a set. All these people are paid extras. Paid, dude. Everybody, you know, we had NDAs, we had large payments. Nonchalant. I told people, don't make eye contact when you walk by. And everybody is, for the most part, being very professional, and I'm grateful for that. Very grateful. You know? That's what that is, man. I gotta be honest with you, because it's just you and I and the extras. What's up with people between you and I? What's up with people still wearing masks between you and I? What's up with that? Just asking. You know, if you're a young, healthy male between 20 to 40 walking around with a mask, what are you doing there? You know? What are you doing there? I want this to speak. This speaks for itself. This face speaks for itself right here. What are you doing there? With the mask. You know, but I see hope. I see hope. I see resilience, because a lot of people aren't. But you know, there's still a few that'll linger on, and for no reason wear a mask. It's like you're outside, you're all by yourself. Why? But anyway, that's old. It's done. It's over. Who gives a fuck? It's of the past, and we're not about the past. We're about the future. We're about to feel, and right now is the future. Together, you and I, we're doing it big. Enjoying a day outside with the great people of Toronto. That's right. Men, women, young, old, tall, skinny, oval, square, all different shapes and sizes. It doesn't matter what color you're on the outside, we're all pink inside. Look into it, fam. Black, white, purple, green. Slice it open, it's all pink inside. We're all the same. How did that get brought up? No idea. It was in there, and it just got out. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. What matters is that we all ink pink, baby. We all ink pink. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, what does that mean? We all ink pink. Should you, in an alternate universe, have access to rid yourself of your dermis, you'd be leaving traces, because you'd be wet. This skin holds the moisture and all the other essential liquids intact, right? You'd be inking pink, red, pink. Pink sounds better. Let's just go with that. We're all pink inside. That's what it is, baby. That is nuts. A healthy young woman double masked in summer of 2022. Insane. In the membrane. But then again, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, no, I'm gonna go and say that's insane. I'm sticking to it. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's insane. Not judging, but a little bit of judgy, you know what I'm saying? All by yourself. What are you doing? Makes no sense. But that's just me. That's just me. Sometimes it's just good to stand outside and take a beautiful, deep, deep breath of fresh air. Fresh air. Lovely. Beautiful. Oh man. Oh ladies, boys and girls. Wherever you are, go outside and get some vitamin D. It's summertime. Spend time with your family, friends. Hug them tight. Hug them right. I've always said it, I've always meant it. You know? And should you have any questions regarding carpets or hardwood flooring or dry dreams versus wet dreams, you know where to come. Dry dreams are safe though. With the dry dream, you can dry dream all day, every day, no problem. You know? You can dry dream all day, every day. The WD could, on the other hand, be a little bit problematic. I've heard of people, you know, drowning in their own WDs. And you're like, that's impossible. Is it? Is it though? You don't know what people are capable of. I've heard nightmarish stories of people waking up in a pool of their own, you know. But then again, at the same rate, again, if you're into saving money, if you're into experimenting, you're like, you know what? I've always wanted to experience what it's like to live in an aquarium, or I've always wanted to experience what it's like to be a fish, and you want it to be a surprise. Have a heavy load of WD. That's that classic, you know what it is. That wet dream, baby. I'm not promoting anything. I'm not saying anything that's, you know, controversial. This is, I believe we're all on the same page. But you want to live like a fish, you'd fill it up, baby. It's your bedroom. Fill it up. And it's a surprise too. You'll catch yourself in the middle of the night, waking up, drowning. Now it's like escape room, but you're aroused, a little bit of adrenaline pumping through your veins, and it's just like, oh, do you swim through it? Do you sit and take it all in? Do you know, what do you do? Many questions, so many answers. The good thing about the dry dreams is that, you know, nothing's gonna change, but that's the thing. Do you want things not to change? I thought we wanted to, I thought we're all about spicing it up and changing things up a little bit. That's what I thought, you know? Dry dreams, dry dreams could lead to fires, dude. You keep it too dry, next thing you know, oh, that dream's flammable. Better not pour any gasoline on that dream. Hella flammable. Why? It's dried out. Hells yeah. Hells yeah. Little koala riding bike, baby. That's what it is. That's me right there, baby. I love it when I see people latching on, using one mode of transportation, dude. 2 people on one mode of transportation. Love it. Love to see more of it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be amongst you. It's a privilege. And I gotta say, for the past half hour, we had a gentleman that sat right next to us, very close by, and he washed his hands using iced tea. Just putting it out there so you know. People are doing things. It's the city. It's the heat. Shout out to the firefighters out there doing it, putting out fires, baby. With those six-pack abs. What did I say, 6 abs? God. I meant to say 6 abs, dude. That's what I call them. What do you call them? A 6-pack. So typical. 6 abs. That's the new term. Oh, speaking of new terms, I wanna, from now on, I wanna interchangeably use the word data for solid. From now on, I'm gonna be using data for solid. If I should ever drop the word data, I'd be like, yo, that car is mad data. Means that car is mad solid. I wanna try to get it going. I'm gonna need you to get it going with me. Let's all say it together. That shit's data. Man, it's fucking catching on like wildfire. That's how we do it, but we just make up slang as we go along. That shirt is data. Oh. You know? I like your shoes. Your shoes are data. Granny with the hat. Data. Mad data, dude. Solid. Try it with me. Let's try it on anything. Let's try it on man, this road's data. Does that feel good? Doesn't it feel right? So again, data interchangeable for solid. 2 white cars in sequence. Data. It'll catch on, man, I'm telling you. It'll catch on. Next thing you know, your kids are gonna be running around playing the tic-tac saying data all the time. Oh, that video is data. I don't control it. I don't make the rules. I just play within it. No, wait, I don't like playing within the rules. I make my own, I bend the rules. I squeeze the rules. I try to be aware of the rules, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we make it, you know, let's try it out. Let's try it out. Hey guys, how's it going? Having a nice day? Yeah, beautiful. That's data. Solid. That's data, baby. That's oh man, they were so excited. So excited. Gosh. I'm excited for them. Bringing people closer together. Data. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I hope all your body parts are firm, pointing in all the right directions. I hope that, you know, through watching these videos, you should be noticing there, if you checked your bank account lately, you'll notice some digits in there. You're welcome. Data. I put it in there, baby. You're like, no, I'm pretty sure I worked for it. Okay. Not gonna argue. But I'm just saying, you know, property values have tripled. You're welcome. Data. Dude's on a bike wearing a mask. Not data, bro. Not data. Why are you doing that to yourself, fam? You don't need to. Oh, man. What's up with these youngins? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Sometimes it just... But we're doing good, man. We're doing good. It's all data up in this beat. You know what it is. Love you, gang. Thank you for all the love and support. Again, if you're a longtime viewer or listener, thank you very much. You know who you are. Trying it out, baby. Doing things that are different. A little bit. Here and there, everywhere. One drip at a time. With your boy, Rob Sadri. Glad you made it. It's been another Social Productions. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. On Patreon. On YouTube's for the full-length videos. And on Instagram doing segments. All day, every day. I will gladly see you guys back here on Monday. Have fun. Stay safe. Love y'all. That's all I want to say. Peace out.